Alright, so we've landed at my friend's house and I'm gonna plant some trees today. 3 trees. And gonna cut the grass first. So it's the first time I've been able to drive from the car because Mr. Takimoto, the older one who just passed away, he actually worked very hard on this wall. So now the car can come all the way this way. It's kind of steep, but yeah. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to plant some trees. Yeah, okay, thank you. Sorry. I'm gonna plant some of the, not some, but 3 trees there beside the persimmon tree. So the momo tree, the apple tree, and the kaki tree, another persimmon tree. Apple, I'm not sure if it's going to survive because it does require quite a bit of water and it's it might dry out here, so it might die, but the persimmon at least, I think that will survive. So I'm going to plant 3 of them there, but first I need to cut the grass down and trim the grass shorter first, and then I'm going to test out this, my new electric trimmer. It wasn't cheap, but it's really quick and it's quiet compared to the other one. The one that uses kerosene, the mixture of kerosene and petrol, actually puts out a lot of unburnt fuel. I think as much as one third from those 2-stroke engines comes out as unburnt fuel, and that's really bad for the environment. Firstly, the other one is it's bad for me because I'm breathing it in and it's very noisy. So this one is much safer for my ears, and it does last quite a bit, about half an hour on each battery. It's just very expensive. Alright, and I've planted 3 trees. A sweet persimmon tree, the one here is an astringent persimmon that you have to hang over winter before it becomes sweet and edible. The one there is an apple tree which might dry out because this is not a good place for apple trees actually. Anyway, the last tree there is a momo tree, a peach tree. And let's see if that will survive. The peach tree does have very beautiful flowers in April, just when the sakuras bloom. Why am I not planting sakura? Because sakura can grow into huge trees. The house in Ryunohara, the pillars, 3 stories high, are all sakura. Yeah, you don't want trees too close to your house because that will make your house too damp. The house cannot dry out. So, not sure if you can see my friend's house. That's the house I was showing you last time, the $10,000 house. Work will be done inside next year. This year though, the slope has been done before Mr. Takimoto passed away. He finished the stone wall, so he did a lot of work to this house. I think this is the the last project that he ever did, the stone walls. And yeah, when Takimoto, Mr. Nori, his son, I'll call him Nori because there's two Mr. Takimotos. Mr. Nori feels better, then we'll restart work here again. It's not yet 49 days since Mr. Takimoto's passing, so I told him please wait, just wait until that period is over, and then we decide how we'll continue this project with him alone. Anyway, I'm going back to Ryunohara to paint the outhouse, so let's go back. Look, so much. I need to figure out a way to hang all this up throughout winter. It would be really nice to have traditionally hung persimmons in around the New Year's. And all this, some of it's going to be my friend in Kyoto, Hana-san. Hana-san makes ice cream, and she might be able to use some of this for juice, for soda. I'm going to give her maybe a third, and I'm going to juice the rest and make them into jam. Send them to my friend in Singapore. So, I've been busy painting this building here, the outhouse. This here is Bengara. This is Bengara with Kakishibu. Kakishibu is this. This is Bengara, the colouring, and that produces the red. The black, of course, same thing, just this, but I add in soot from the pine tree. Black soot from a place called Awajijima, maybe? Awaji is the name of the island nearby in Osaka. So I'm going to finish off painting the rest of the interior, and then I can put all this gravel into the outhouse. And after I add in the kakishibu, which is the astringent persimmon extract, actually it's the persimmon that I just plucked off that tree. That's the same persimmon used to make this juice, and the juice is antibacterial. It's not too antifungal, but it's antibacterial, and it preserves it has waterproofing qualities also, so it preserves wood. Bengara, the iron oxide, it actually is supposed to protect the wood too. Oxidization happens on the outside and not on the wood, so it keeps the wood from spoiling. And these two combined, they give a very nice color. They produce a very bright red color, which then turns into this slightly more maroon color over time. Going inside. I'm not going to care about drips because I'm going to put gravel everywhere. And it's not that the floor is perfect either. It's just a concrete floor. Very few buildings are painted this way though. And if you go to Gion in Kyoto, you'll find a building called Ichirikite, one of the most famous, most exclusive geisha houses. Geiko, what do you call it? It's a ochaya, which is a tea house. They painted an entire building on the outside this very nice Bengara, this red color. So you could either visit Gion, or you could come here to Ryunohara and you can use the toilet in a pure Bengara surrounding. done painting the inside of this toilet. Put in some gravel so that everything is more level. And I'll continue this tomorrow. See you tomorrow. So after I painted the outhouse, Naoko sensei, who used to be a music teacher, that's why she's sensei, she lives about 5 minutes up on that side. She said that her grandson had caught a lot of ayu fish, sweet fish from the river, and that he wanted to give it to me. He's I think 11 years old. All this fish. So I've washed most of them. This is a huge one, by the way. Let me zoom in a bit. Yeah, you can see that they have this yellow patch here, slightly yellow patch. If you farm this, apparently the yellow is not as as nice. But this one here, you can see it's a really nice fish. And what you have to do is remove the poop. So you give it a belly massage like this, and then out of its so brown stuff comes out. There's a little milk though, so the white stuff is all as milk. So go through its mouth, one side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and coming out to the back here, 7. Looks like it's going up. Okay. And I grilled a few more. I couldn't resist. I was thinking of waiting for dinner, but it's too good to just leave there. So what I've done is put them in skewers like this. Man, it's so good. Keep it to you on the ground, okay? Okay. Come down. Come down. Yeah, nice. Say thanks to Keita-kun. Keita-kun, arigato. Yeah, very nice. See, this is for mine. This is all the nice stuff. It's a bit bitter. It's the liver. Oh wow, look. Oishii yo. After starting the fire over there with firewood, the charcoal gets heated up there, and then it comes over here on another pot so that the sparks do not fall into the tatami. This is so good. The charcoal fire, because of dry heat, it evaporates all the moisture from the fish. No, I'm not sure if you can hear this. but everything becomes so crispy. That's the salt, wow. Just salt, the fish, no oil, and you can taste the flesh of the fish, but the bones have gone all crispy. It's like crackers. And this is something you only get with Kishu Binchotan. Kishu is the old name of this area. It used to be the Kishu province. Now it's Wakayama. And the Binchotan, you saw how this one is made. This one is by Mr. Shibata, just down south. He says charcoal actually doesn't really improve meat, the taste of meat, because you don't really need dry heat for meat all that much, but it's great for seafood, crabs, fish, and I can see why he does a barbecue all the time with fish from the river at his kiln. So I have to say, Keita-kun arigato, because Keita-kun was the one who caught this fish, and Shibata-san arigato, because he gave me this for really cheap, the charcoal. But most of all, the person who made this, Shizuya and Nori-san, the Dakimotos, they made this. Arigato. Not sure if you can see, this is rice with egg yolk and a bit of chili on top and soy sauce. I've got to show this off because the rice was grown 5 minutes from here if you walk, 1 minute by car, by Mr. Ogawa, who lives up on the corner of the village, of the hamlet, and it was sold by the Tanamoto-san, who lives right next door to him. She runs the supermarket about 20 minutes away, but she lives here. The eggs come from Ryujin within the village. The chili sauce has come, the chili flakes have come from the Shioku Islands, which I just visited a while ago. And the soy sauce comes from Kyoto, from Sawai Joyu, right beside the Imperial Palace. I think this is the most luxurious one can get, with things that you know exactly where they came from, and they taste. If you're gonna come to Ryujin one day, I'll definitely make this for you. Super simple, and we can use the Irori. The fireplace over there. There's one more fish to go, and and after I finish that fish, I'm going to put everything into the all the charcoal into a pot, which means I can reuse the charcoal again. So that's what you're going to see next.